In this offensive episode, Ryan rants about the youth and drug using culture of today that break the rules, trash landlord properties, and use the latest drugs to escape their empty lives so they can for a few moments forget or escape their reality of who they really are. If you don't like cursing, have a young son or daughter, or you are easily offended, then you shouldn't listen to this episode. Nothing but the truth on Tuesdays. Every Tuesday, you'll get nothing but the truth. This offensive and explicit episode covers current issues, trending topics, and more that will punch you in the face with the truth. If you can't handle that, don't listen, because Ryan does not hold back. And if you're up to no good, we're watching.
So here's something that really does piss me off. I have a portfolio of holiday rental properties, corporate let properties. Basically, they're like hotels, okay? They're flats, they're studios, they're houses, they're cottages, they're penthouses, duplexes, but we use all of them as serviced apartments. So they're just like hotels. We have booking policies. We have fucking terms and conditions. We have fucking rules. And then some motherfucker books the place, puts one name down or a family down and says that, for example, it's 2 adults and 1 child, something along those lines. They agree to all the booking terms and conditions. No parties, no stags, no hens, quiet hours, no noise between 9 p.m. and 8 a.m. because it's a residential building, and all of that other crap that we have to tell them. So these fuckers agree to all of those terms and conditions, and they even pay a deposit. No smoking in the building, all of those things, and, there we go. These fuckers agree to all the terms and conditions. I go there today, okay? I go there today. This is a new property. This is a new listing. This is a property we've only really just launched about 2 weeks ago. Now, I understand it's just coming out of the lockdown. I understand we're just in the aftermath of the lockdown and people are only just allowed out. This is more or less the first fucking weekend that Boris, I love Boris, that Boris has said that we're, officially allowed out. It's the bank fucking holiday weekend. So these fuckers have booked the property, booked the stay, told us that they're a family, told us that it's just like 2 adults and 1 child, etc. Met all the criteria, paid the deposit. The housekeeper's in there today. I come along because there's some damage, there's some problems. I come along just to have a look because I actually use the garage. On this particular property, I use the garage. It's right by my triplex where I live, right by the beach. And I use the garage in this property, which the guests don't get. So I use the garage. So I'm coming past anyway to park the car. I'll have a look while I'm there just at the damage. So I come into the fucking house. This is a 3-story townhouse, integral garage underneath, right in the city centre, directly opposite the sea, okay? So I come into the house, and as soon as I open the door, you can see they've had a fucking party. These fuckers have had a fucking party, okay? Now, this is not just any party. This is a big fucking party. I'm talking about a big fucking deal from these people. I come in, there's beer on the floor, there's cigarette butts on the floor. Lucky it's, solid concrete floor and tiles. There's fucking fag butts on the floor, and I get into the kitchen, which is on the ground floor, and as soon as I get into the kitchen, I'm greeted with these, it's just, there must have been 200 beer bottles. There must have been 200 beer bottles. And for some reason, these fuckers have no idea how to drink. What I noticed straight away is they have no idea how to fucking drink. They're just wasting their money. They're just wasting their money because every single bottle that's been opened has probably only had about, at most, at best, about 40% of the beer drunk. The rest is still in the fucking bottle. Then they've opened another bottle and done exactly the same. Unless these people have got some serious fucking OCDs where they can only drink the top 33% of the bottle of beer, I don't know what the fuck these guys were doing, but out of the 200 odd bottles that we found, they could have probably got 70 bottles and still drunk the same fucking amount, because there's still about 130 bottles worth of beer still left, across the rest of the 200 fucking beers. It's ridiculous. So these guys have no idea how to fucking drink. I don't know what's wrong with them. There's fucking cigarettes everywhere. There's fucking shit everywhere. Fucking beers everywhere. They've tried to do a tiny bit of cleaning up. They've put fucking wet beers with beer bottles still with beer in a bin bag, so the bin bags are fucking leaking, and outside you got fucking beers everywhere, and you got balloons everywhere, and you got fucking glitter and tinsel and all of that shit everywhere.
If you're a landlord and you don't know how to increase your rent up to 199% using booking.com, then you're making a big mistake. Because every £1,000 of rent is now returning £3,000 every single month on booking.com. And you never have to evict a tenant again. I'm serious. Anyways, I created an ebook. It's called The Rent Arbitrage Machine. So I can show you exactly how you can increase your rent up to 199% on your own rental properties. Just head over to theyrentanyhome.com/free book and just tell me where to send your free copy.
And then in the kitchen I see these blue canisters. I'm thinking, blue canisters? What the fuck's that blue canister? As I have a look at the blue canister, it's nitrous fucking oxide. Do you know what that is? Nitrous fucking oxide. I'm talking, these are like, they're in the boot of my car right now to take to the bin. They're in the boot of my car right now. So this is that whipped cream with nitrous oxide, the whole fucking container. Just nitrous oxide, right? With the nozzles on the top. And I'm talking, these are like that high. What is that high? That is about 30 centimeters high, and they come in a fucking box of 6, and they are heavy as fuck. If any of you guys don't know what nitrous oxide is, it's that stuff that, all the kids are doing. Even fucking adults are doing it. It's called Whip It, I think they call it. You see the little silver canisters on Friday, Saturday nights in your city, in the alleyways, in the bus stops, on the floor, in the gutters, near the drains. You see them everywhere. These little, 3 or 4 inch silver reflective canisters like mirrors. And it's the gas for the whipped cream. Now, these fuckers these days, I don't know what they're on, but they inhale that shit. And that shit is supposed to give them some buzz or make them lightheaded or make them feel like they're not them fucking selves. Why don't they just do something fucking good in their lives? Do something fucking positive that makes them feel good. Makes them fucking money. Make somebody fucking happy. Go and fucking help somebody. Get some job satisfaction. Anything you fucking want to do can be done these days for you to feel good about yourself without having to take some fucking drugs to change your state. Take some fucking gas to change how you feel. Because these guys don't fucking like who they are. They don't fucking like who they are. So they will take any drug, anything, gas, this, glue, aerosol, fucking lighter fluid. I don't know what they take these days. Fucking solvent abuse just to get high so they can, for a minute, feel like somebody else. That shit's fucked up. So there's not one canister in this new property, this new townhouse. No, not one canister. There's fucking 6 here. Then there's another fucking pack of 6 over there. Then there's another box of 6 out in the garden. Then there's another fucking box of 6. That's 6, 12, 18, 24. I may have missed a couple. There is at least fucking 24 of these canisters of this massive. They are heavy. I couldn't even carry all of them to the car at once. I had to have 2 fucking massive Primark bags to get these canisters out. They're in the back of my car now. I'm going to take a picture to show you. Actually, I did take a picture in the property.
Make sure you've subscribed, because tomorrow you'll get Show Me the Money on Wednesday. If you have a deal right now and you don't know the best way to structure it, if you post a deal in the community group on Facebook called Property Crash Course, Ryan will help you unlock hidden profits and save you from locking yourself into a loss on those bad deals that every property sourcer wants you to buy.
I'm just amazed. If these guys actually knew anything, if they did anything, if they just learned how to drink fucking beer properly, all the beer, and just have a good fucking time, just madness. The fucking drugs that these guys are taking, it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. Breaking all the rules, booking it for, 2 people, a couple, a family. And they had a fucking party there. At the moment, none of the neighbours have complained. None of the neighbours at the moment have complained. This was only yesterday. They did only check out today. At the moment, nobody said anything. Maybe the properties are empty on the other side. Maybe they wasn't that noisy. I don't know. But when you go inside, fuck me. They've had a fucking party. There's beer. It's got 3 floors. There's fucking beer everywhere. There's beer on the fucking sofa. There's beer on the carpets. All the beers they haven't fucking drunk. They've opened them and left them. They've left all of their shit fucking everywhere. Left their fucking bag. Just left their fucking wallet. Left fucking money. They've left the fucking Louis Vuitton bag. Some fucking Gucci something else. Some sunglasses. There's a jacket upstairs in one of the bedrooms. There's some fucking shoes downstairs. They've just left shit everywhere because they were so fucked up on these fucking pathetic drugs because of their own insecurities. They've left shit in every single room. Broken the fucking bed. The house is a fucking mess. Not mess in damage-wise mess. Just mess in physical mess. Shit everywhere. Nothing that 3 hours for the housekeeping team can't sort out. A couple of screws on one of the beds and something on the front door. But they've lost their fucking deposit. They've lost their deposit because they breached all the agreements. They smoked everywhere. They fucking spilt beer everywhere. They fucking had a party there. So yeah, that's how that goes. But that really pisses me off when these fuckers book the place for 2 people, for a family, for children, tick all the boxes, say they're not party people, they're not going to have a party, they're not going to, breach the rules or the occupancy levels or smoke in the property or, talk or be loud in the garden after a certain time. They breach every single fucking rule because they're just mindless. They're just mindless. They didn't care. They just booked a house and had a fucking party there. But that's part of the business. That's part of the business we're in. And what really pisses me off is about the drugs. That they had to have all of these fucking drugs, this nitrous oxide or whipping, whatever they call it, and they've been using that all fucking night to get off their head. It's just unbelievable. Madness. The youth of today, maybe they're even adults. I'll say the youth of today. They could be older. I don't fucking know how old they are. But anyway, they're that fucked up, they're that insecure, that they can't just have a good time. They don't feel good in themselves. They get no satisfaction in their life. They want to fucking take these drugs to pretend they are fucking somebody else for however long this shit lasts. 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 1 hour, 2 hours, 1 night. I don't fucking know. All I know is it's just fucking ridiculous.
He's a #1 Amazon bestseller. He's an NLP manipulator. He's a property course seller. He's a Lamborghini driving multi-millionaire property guru. Forget that same old boring I am me narcissistic podcast format because nobody gives a fuck. This podcast is all about you. So I'm taking these few seconds to thank you for subscribing, to thank you for leaving your 5-star reviews, and thank you for sharing this show with all of your friends. My team and I will keep bringing you these episodes and answering all of your burning questions in my Facebook community group called Property Crash Course. If you can just keep telling all of your friends about this show.